morning, Rabotai. I want to discuss a little bit the Tzarfati Dynasty, one of the great rabbinic families in Morocco, stemming from the city of Fez. Tzarfati means the French. So where do French come? What do French have to do with Morocco? So already in 1392, Jews did not have a good time in France. Already from 1306, actually, they decide a lot of them moved from France to Spain, and that's where the name was Tzarfati. And in 1492, when they came from Spain to Morocco, a lot of them came to the city of Fez. Therefore, you'll find a lot of Tzarfatis from Fez, from Tétouan. You'll find Tzarfatis from Tétouan and Marrakesh, also from the same lineage. Now, the truth is that also in Algeria, there's also a bunch of names of Tzarfati. You can find in Shilotu Chuvot Harivash, Siman Resh Daled, many other Shilotu Chuvot that discuss the name Tzarfati. That's originally where they came from. And according to what the Chida writes, he heard from Rabbi Eliyahu Tzarfati. The Chida writes in Shem HaGdolim that I heard that they are the 15th generation from Rabbeinu Tam, the grandson of Rashi, Rabbeinu Tam. Now, it's also known that Rashi didn't have any boys. Rashi only had girls. And so anybody who comes from there is also coming directly from Geza Rashi. And then the Sefer, and the end of the Sefer, Chemdat Shlomo says that he traces his lineage to the son of the Shach, the great commentator of the Shach. He is the grandson of the Rama from his mother's side, who comes directly from David HaMelech. So Rashi comes directly from David HaMelech. That's the yichus that we've heard many times. That if somebody is related to Rashi, somehow they also have a yichus to David HaMelech, which is obviously extremely interesting. And in the Ketubot that is written by the Tzarfati family, you already find that the first one that we know of already, Rav Yitzchak HaTzarfati, he was already during the time of the Girush Sfarad, and his son Rabbi Vidal HaTzarfati. Just to understand, I'll give you an example what Rabbi Yaakov ben Sur writes about him. He says, "Yachid bedoro behodod dara haya ra'ui shetishrei alav shechina v'itgale elav Eliyahu." He was an individual in his generation, in his greatness and in his illumination, and it was ra'ui that the Shekhinah would rest upon him. So from there, Rabbi Vidal already had another child called Rabbi Yitzchak. Rabbi Yitzchak had another child called Rabbi Vidal II. Rabbi Vidal II is the Rabbi Vidal Tzarfati that most of us have heard of. He's called the Baal HaTzuv Dvash, the one who wrote the Sfarim called Tzuv Dvash, which is quoted in the Chida many, many times. He wrote the Sefer Megillat Starim on Megillat Esther. He wrote a Sefer Otzar Nechmad on Tehillim, Hatza'at Ruach on Ruth, which I think is printed, if I'm not mistaken, a Perush on Megillat Esther, Hagasagot on Nere'im, a Sefer on the Midrash Rabbah Imre Yosher, a Sefer on the Sifra called the Derech HaKodesh. All of these are Sfarim. Some of them are printed and some of them are not printed. Rav Vidal Tzarfati, I just want to give you one story about him that it is written in the diary of Yichus Fez, in the Sefer Fez V'Chachamea of Rav David Ovadia, Chelek Aleph Amud 9, and he writes the following: in Nisan, that means in the Pesach time, in the year Shin Ayin Gimel. So we're talking about the year 1613. 1613. There was a drought, and the land was totally dry. They made a ta'anit on Rosh Chodesh Iyar, like Chachamim say to start already. The Gemara in Masechet Ta'anit says, because Rosh Chodesh you can't, so you have to, I'm sorry. They start on Rosh Chodesh shelo kedat Chachamim, even though Chachamim say you can't start on Rosh Chodesh because of their dire situation. They didn't go like Chachamim. And the one who prayed in front of the Tevad was Rabbi Vidal Tzarfati, who was called Signor. Okay? And he gave a rebuke to the nation. And on Thursday, we did a ta'anit, the third ta'anit already. Everyone gathered together, and the dara and the chacham started being doresh, and as soon as he started speaking, the clouds started gathering, and the wind started, and shevach la'el, he started speaking longer and longer, and he said, really, this is what he said, really, according to the strict halacha, a father is obligated to give sustenance to his child up until he's 6 or 7 years old. And then if they have, he doesn't have to. Nevertheless, the Beddin says that even if a child is over 6 or 7 years old, the father still has to make sure that he has what to eat. Here, Kadosh Baruch Hu is our father, and he has enough what to feed us. And if he doesn't want, he knows the halacha. So Hashem, the halacha is that you have to feed us. As soon as Rav Hidal Tzarfati said that, everyone started crying like we've never seen before. They put ashes on their head and on the Sefer Torah, and they all cried, and their hearts were humbled. And obviously, the rain just came. Unbelievable how these tzaddikim, how they would be me'orer the tzibur, and they would have strength. That was Rav Hidal Tzarfati II, and we'll discuss his farim the next time. Chazak u'baruch.